It is becoming no news that the majority of central banks around the world are working with firms like Ripple to introduce their own central bank digital currency, CBDC. While the International Monetary Fund, IMF, once affirmed that over 110 central banks are at one stage or the other in their CBDC development, blockchain payments firm Ripple Labs Inc. has revealed in its recent report tagged CBDCs, the future of fiat, that about 90% on central banks are actively involved in floating the digital version of the currency. But what are the possibilities that Ripple can be used to create CBDC to various countries around the world, including Africa? Stick with me till the end to find out more. If this sounds like something of much interest to you, be sure to check out this new video starting now. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 30th of April. CBDCs are not a new innovation. However, they have been generating a significant buzz since around 2020 when China went ahead with the broad-based retail testing of its digital yuan. Ripple has highlighted a few reasons why many of these central banks are embracing CBDC, and one of these includes increasing payment system efficiencies. In many of the developed countries of the world, cash payments are gradually becoming obsolete as digital forms of payment are taking the center stage. With the advent of blockchain technology, the flaws in digital payment, including the high cost and slow transaction speed, were exposed. Rather than the days it typically takes to complete a transfer from one country to another, blockchain-based payments can take a few seconds and at most minutes. This obvious advantage has seen many users embracing the tech, posing a threat to legal tender in many countries. With a CBDC, the overall country's payment landscape can tag along with recent advances in the world. According to Ripple, the CBDCs will also enhance national competitiveness, and the introduction of new use cases will help revamp the role of the financial institutions operating in the country as a whole. How does Ripple fit into the CBDC narrative? Ripple has grown to become a dominant leader in the blockchain payments ecosystem, and over the years, it has developed a vibrant and easy-to-adopt solution based on the XRP ledger through which central banks can deploy their own CBDCs. According to the company, its CBDC platform enables stability, security, and resilience. It boasts that central banks can build trust using the XRP ledger's proven technology, enabling consistent standards, privacy, and security. The XRP ledger will also enable CBDCs to build on it to create wholesale retail products that can come in handy for banks, fintechs, and members of the public. Other notable benefits of the XRP ledger for CBDC development include interoperability and overlay services, as well as helping to attain sustainability based on its energy-efficient protocol. Having highlighted that its platform can support CBDCs and stablecoins without hitches, Ripple has inked strategic partnerships with some central banks of countries, including that of Bhutan, to create its digital Ngultram. The company currently competes with the likes of MasterCard and Visa, both of whom are also creating solutions that can help central banks in their respective CBDC development journeys. Please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. Former Goldman Sachs executive Raoul Pal says that the XRP network could play a big role in a potential future central bank digital currency-based economy. In a new Ask Me Anything session, the Real Vision CEO says that the XRP ledger has built a solid foundation by actually being heavily used rather than just attracting speculative fervor. There's this weird narrative from the past about Ripple. The point being is, even if they have to settle a lawsuit and get a slap on the wrist, Ripple plays actually quite an important role. It's a money transmission network, and it does quite a good job of it. It has deep connections with global governments around the world and has worked really hard on it. So there's a reason the chain is valued as highly as it is, and it's not from speculation, because actually it got taken off a whole bunch of exchanges because of the lawsuit. It's actually because when I use my Metcalfe's law model, the amount of value that gets transacted on the chain is very high. It's being used. Pal says that should the world move towards a global economy based around CBDCs, the XRP network has a real shot at being in the center of it all. So I think if you lift the legal issue, the probability is that the value of the chain increases significantly, and as the world moves towards central bank digital currencies, I think the XRP network is going to be somewhere at the center of all of that. I know it's not the flavor of the day for a lot of people, but I think it's a big player. It's a real player and a real niche. Some months ago, Ripple published a blog post saying it's piloting a private version of the open source XRP ledger to provide central banks with a solution for central bank digital currencies. Numerous technology, consulting and payments firms are vying to provide central banks digital currency solutions for what will be lucrative long-term deals. One of the highest profile ones is MasterCard. Ripple says that distributed ledger technology, DLT, will be the basis for most CBDCs, just as it is for today's cryptocurrencies. We don't believe that's a foregone conclusion. While many central banks see the advantages of DLT, they've also voiced concerns about the novelty compared to existing infrastructures and the scalability issues. This scalability issue is where Ripple makes its pitch that its solution is designed to issue cryptocurrencies and for payments. The company claims it can scale to tens of thousands of transactions per second and potentially hundreds of thousands in time. It also notes that it's 61,000 times more efficient energy-wise than Bitcoin, but then central banks weren't about to use Bitcoin. Another point in Ripple's favor is the solution incorporates RippleNet. XRP Ledger has appealed mainly to money transfer companies, but very few banks. In contrast, RippleNet is used by several big banks who say positive things about the technology. Japan's SBI has built out MoneyTab based on the technology, which acts as an interbank payment system. SBI is even developing ATMs powered by Ripple Tech. Given most central banks plan to involve commercial banks, that knowledge and endorsement could be powerful. Ripple also touts the potential for interoperability and proposes a network of Cbdc ledgers to enable full settlement interoperability. For central banks recently announced a multi-Cbdc bridge project to explore interoperability. In reality, Ripple's technology may well be a valid technical option for some central banks. We're not aware of it being tried out for this purpose so far. Now, to the big question of the day, what are the possibilities that Ripple can be used to create a Cbdc to various countries around the world, including Africa? Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. However, the big problem Ripple has is optics. How many central banks will be willing to engage with a company that's in a legal battle with the SEC about whether XRP is a security? Moreover, if Ripple loses its SEC battle, the company could be crippled by private legal claims. That uncertainty is enough to put off conservative central bankers. But there are two possible ways of getting around the issue. Firstly, if Ripple is serious about Cbdc and receives the right kind of feedback, it could set up a subsidiary or separate company to do this. One that could potentially be acquired if things go pear-shaped for Ripple with the SEC lawsuit. But the technology is also open source, so perhaps the central banks could try it out directly. While it wouldn't have the required privacy adaptations, the ability to turn it from a public to private network should be simple because of Ripple's design. XRP Ledger has a unique node list, which is a trusted set of servers. The central bank can simply control this list. That should be enough to test whether the solution is sufficiently scalable. Many technologies are vying to be the ones chosen for Cbdc. In terms of blockchain, R3's Corda and Ethereum have been the two most mentioned in trials so far. Stellar is already working with Ukraine. Another scalable public DLT solution is Hedera, which has attracted payments firms FIS and Australia's FPOS. However, Hedera is not open source, but whether Ripple can actually create Cbdc to various countries still remains unknown and unclear. Judging from the current developments surrounding Ripple and its latest partnership with the Central Bank of Montenegro, we can very much tell that the possibility of Ripple creating a Cbdc to various countries is realistic. So we come to the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.